Play-by-play gaming here, back with another Epic 7 video, and today we're taking a look at command model Laika, and we're bringing her into regular arena. So far, she's been kind of meh. She's okay. She does provide a lot of utility for the team, but she does get countered very, very hard, as you'll see here. You know, with her S3, it is an attack skill, so it triggers counters from everyone on the opposing team, which is a feels bad. But you know, that's why we have her built a bit tankier. She gets destroyed here by that Violet, but we tried to put her on a counter set for arena just because we're more of a turn 2 player. So getting the counters from the S1, getting increased combat readiness, and then being able to use her S2, give attack buff, and potentially immunity to the rest of the team after everybody else goes. And so we built her on the slower end, on counter. You'll see her get some counters here and there, but we do get hit by that Cerise on all of our grass units because, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, trying to take advantage of her S1 here, she does get 10%. She gets increased combat readiness and then random combat readiness to a caster for 10%. Now, we don't have her on any molas right now, but the S2 I found actually provided a lot of utility in testing her in arena, you know, because of the fact that you get to dual attack and it's a non-attack skill. So I guess even though she doesn't have any built-in survivability, you know, that's why we made her a little bit tanky on counter set. She is able to not get countered on the S2, right? You saw that first fight. She just got destroyed by all the counters. She does provide the utility on the S2, getting the dual attack with the caster with the highest attack. And it's pretty much GG after that, right? If we don't get countered like crazy, because that right now is RNG counter casino in regular arena. But her S3, it doesn't feel too good in arena. It is super RNG right now, especially because we don't have max molas on the S3. And so with her S3, we do have a chance to decrease speed and to put AoE sleep on everyone. And it almost never procced. Almost. I think every time that we did her S3, we maybe got 1 out of the 4 to go to sleep. But it came in clutch, so I mean, I guess I still don't feel good about having to max mola a unit just to get at least close to 100%, because the sleep chance is not 100% on the S3. It only goes up to, I think, 75% chance. That should honestly be 100% chance. I think we don't have her with insane effectiveness. I think we have her like on 60 effectiveness. We try to put a little bit of everything: counter, crit damage, attack, you know, and she actually has pretty decent damage without attack buff. She deals like maybe like 2 to 3k on the S1 without attack buff. So overall, I think she does decent damage if you're building her on a damage build. But, you know, the way that we have her, again, we have her on counter, so we're losing a lot of stats from damage, and on speed, we don't have a lot of speed on her. So she is like 160 speed right now, 13k HP, about 1200 defense, 3.3k attack, 93 crit, it's 50-50 crit, that's fine, we're fine with that, and 260 crit damage, and then 60 effectiveness. So trying to build her with a little bit of everything was kind of tough. But she just kind of needs to survive. Either that, or I would say you build her potentially fast. The only thing about building her fast that I don't like about her kit is the S3, right? So you either start off with the S2, which is probably going to be the best bet, but more than likely, if you're going fast, let's say you build her like 240, 250 speed, right? Or as fast as possible, the opposing team is going to have immunity, so you're not going to get target debuff on them. and the S3 is also debuffs, right? So it doesn't strip, none of her skills strip, so you're gonna want to go with Stripper to start off, and by that time you've already been countered like crazy, right? So she has sleep, decrease hit chance, or decrease speed on the S3, which you won't land because it's RNG, right? And the opposing team has immunity. So I can't really see building her fast if you're bringing her into arena. Even GVG, I'm not too sure how well she's going to work in GVG because of that. So we kind of built her to go second. So after their immunity wears out, if we're not bringing in strippers, right? But you know, maybe we bring in someone like Bazaar, get the unbuffable, and then she follows up right after, or maybe like a Bryce area, someone that can strip or AoE strip and then go. But as you can see, AOL is very prominent in arena. So as soon as you go with the S3 and you try to strip, she's gonna cleanse whatever it is. But there were a couple of times where we got some pretty decent sleeps, right? We were able to sleep like a Landy here and there. AOL can be put to sleep, and I think we end up getting a sleep on her in this next fight. But you know, her artifact or building her tanky actually does provide a lot of support if you have her artifact. So we have her like 13k HP. The artifact at plus 15 gives you 15% of the caster's max health to all allies for 2 turns. And you know, you'll see in a little bit that actually kind of helps a little bit. Landy goes, and then she goes down. We get some more barriers. So we're trying to bring her in, you know, with a lot of buffs. You know, there are Landys here and there, and we can usually debuff the Landys. 60 effectiveness isn't insane, but we're going second. And so that's kind of the thing. You'll see the barrier there on Conqueror. It kind of does help with utility, but it still doesn't feel that great. Bringing her into just regular arena, I feel like there are plenty of other units that are going to deal more damage and take out the opposing player or the opposing units as fast as possible. But here are her stats. We got her at 3.3k attack, 1200 defense, 13k HP, 160 speed on counter set, 93 crit, 270 crit damage, 60 effectiveness. Now it's a little bit of everything. I know that her stats are kind of all over the place, but we wanted to build her as a bruiser to start off. 0 molas on anything. You know, her imprint is also kind of a feels bad because it's effectiveness, right? And so you could build her maybe like 250 speed, max effectiveness, and max bulk. I think that might provide a lot of utility, but then at the same time, you really need to bring her in with someone that strips. She does have debuffs on the S3, and she does grant immunity. It's an AoE immunity for the team. The S2 does feel really nice, triggering the dual attack and giving that increase in attack. The S1 did proc a couple of times on this counter set, but I don't think this is the best build for her. I think potentially going speed, like max speed, as much speed as you can, and building her on some damage. As you saw, she dealt pretty decent damage, which wasn't too bad when we got attack buff. Let me know your thoughts about command model Laika. How did she fare for you? You know, is she a must pull right now? I don't think so. You know, hopefully she does a lot better in GVG, and you know, we'll see how it goes. But that's gonna be it for me. If you haven't enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, hey, think about subscribing. It really helps the channel grow and reach more people like you who like content like this. Like always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace.